Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Rzsl here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now adjusting. Already find a hole in that secondary. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Rzsl, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing outbreaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Rzsl. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Kick is in the air. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's in goal. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown USC. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Washington State lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank.
He's got it inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate, and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this. Turning it on! Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5. Washington State going quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurrying.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So the quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Trojan! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Working that left side now. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Handoff from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Trojans come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Gives it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him, get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the marker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Give to the back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Chase. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. they'll immediately call timeout.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On third and goal, they'll throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Give to the single back. Boom. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll heave it deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got a man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, but no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work.
Okay, ready?
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Creates a little space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Trojans are marching down the field.
Here we go.
The running back has it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Gage. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got his man quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know the defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking for a physical attack for the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical fourth down, everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Washington State will have to boot it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's out past the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. They'll start this drive at their own 48.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. Gets away from one, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas.
And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.